At this time, I'll be inviting our first speaker. His name is Mr. Garrett Elliott. It's so rich, don't? Right, it's so rich for you, If you give me some money after, All right, we'd like to welcome our speaker, Mr. Garrett Elliott. He is a devoted husband and father of two. He is the author of the book, Finding Your Center, Experiencing Peace Through Spiritual Discovery, where he offers valuable insights into achieving inner tranquility. His engaging presentations inspire audiences to connect with their authentic selves and pursue a life of purpose and fulfillment. Are we ready to connect? Yes, man, it sounds good. Please put your hands together and welcome Mr. Garrett Elliott. Come on, man.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, empowered people. Hold on, man, hold on. I think Crystal needs to share the Red Bull with some of us. Good morning, empowered people. Good morning. Wonderful. I'm here this morning. I'm here to take you on a journey. A journey to using the power of the secret place to unleash your greatness. Anybody excited? Yes. Anybody excited? Yes. On this journey, if you're good at geography, it might not necessarily help you on this journey. Because while this journey to the secret place is, for some persons, a physical space, for others, it is way more potent than that. Because the secret place, if we think about it, is not merely a physical space, but it is a call to have intimacy with the God who made us. It is a call to have relationship with the one who designed us. It is a call to have communion with the one who placed us on this earth to have fellowship with us for the full purpose. Whether you work, Mike, I'm going to go to that place. Amen. Amen. And so we are not just traveling to this secret place because we want to do it as an act of order or something that we have to do. We're doing it because there is beauty in fellowshipping with the one who made you. And there are benefits, but even if there isn't any benefit, just because of who he is, just to find direction is enough for us to connect with our supreme God. Amen. But then there are certain progressive things that comes when we connect with him. Some of the things that comes is we get the opportunity to walk into our greatness. Can somebody touch themselves this morning and say, I am great. I am exceptional. I am boldly a servant of God. No, that's what the secret place does. It illuminates. It brings you to a place where you are no longer following, but you are leading. Where you are no longer living for the likes, but you're living for the God who made you. And that sets you apart from everyone else. Everything else. It sets this event apart from every other one. Can I get an amen in this place? Amen. And so the secret place is that place where we have communion and fellowship with our God, and it allows, we cherish this through prayer, through fasting, through meditation, and through reflection. And it's important that we highlight this because some of us think that the secret place is where we go and we tell God all of our problems. But it is important for us to stay there in reflection. It is important that we stay there to listen what God has for us. It's important that we stay there so that he can open our eyes to see that the mountain you are looking at is just a pebble, because this is but a light thing for our God. And that's what the secret place does. This morning, I stand before you as a proud father of two, the husband of one, the most beautiful woman sitting here with me this morning. I stand proudly this morning in front of you as an entrepreneur. I stand proudly as an author who is traveling this road to touch billions of lives. And I want an amen on that part. But I have to share with you that I didn't just arrive here. I had to go through things. So I had to go through the difficult feeling of walking or being sent to my father on a Saturday morning. I would have been given enough fear just to get to the gambling shop that he would be gambling. Now, imagine standing there, seeing your father taking out money to gamble, but then tell you as a child that he has no money to give to you. No, he wouldn't ask if you can get back home. He wouldn't ask if you had food to eat. And he would not even wonder how you would make it to school. And many days I had to walk from those situations. And as a 10-year-old, 11-year-old, the tears were flowing because there were days I had to walk for 5 miles to get back home. And in those conversations, it was difficult because I struggled with, why doesn't my father want to accept me? I struggled with, what did I do? Why he couldn't live in the house that I was living in? I struggled. Why didn't he just support me? Come and pick me up from school like the other fathers did. Take me to have ice cream like the other fathers did. And it hurt. And for years in my life, I struggled for that desire, that wanting to be loved, to experience what it is like to learn from your father. And it was hard. And many tears flowed. And it was mingled with a lot of hurt because I couldn't understand it. But there was a day in which I heard this song. It says, prayer changes things. Prayer changes things. And in that song, when listening to that song, I recognized that I was seeking after the wrong father. Because all along I had access to the one who made me. I had access to the one who designed me for more. And when I started accepting that he was there with me to give me a life that was beyond my imagination, to unleash me to a world that eyes could not see, ears could not hear, everything changed. And that's what the secret place does. It changes perspective. It turns worry into boldness. It turns fear into a minute thing that is insignificant because you are there with God. I want to share with you just how to use this power place to unleash your greatness. And I want to use the acronym SEE. Not SEA, where a lot of us would like to be today. But SEE. And it's important that I share this with you this morning. Now, the S means seeking the secret place. It means you have to actively engage God to build that relationship. When a man sees a beautiful woman, he doesn't just sit in his seat and allow somebody else to approach her. He pursues. And so Psalm 91 says, he that dwelleth in the secret place. And so what seeking does is recognizing that you need this relationship, that you need this connection. And so what you do in your seeking is you set times. For some of us, it is important that we set specific time to have relationship with him. So some of us, it's before we take up the phone. It's before we get miserable on the children. It's before we try to run the dog out of the house. We set that time to have intimacy, to get direction, and to conquer our day. That's seeking him. Setting the place, setting the time so that he can speak to you and you can fellowship with him. Then we go to the first E, which means to embrace change and challenges. Now, as you seek your God, you have to recognize that you are going to change. You will be transformed through the renewing of your mind. And in seeking your God, you are going to recognize that there is a mindset shift. So you would recognize that you can no longer look as though you are a servant, but you have to see yourself as a leader. You have to see that you are no longer a mere follower, but you were sent in this world to have impact. And so the first S is to embrace the change and challenges and keep your unwavering faith, as Crystal said. The second E is to experience God's presence. Because when you seek him, when you embrace what he's trying to work in you, what will happen is that you will experience the power of God in your life on extraordinary levels. And so a man can walk in a room full of knowledge, and quite often he will be puffed up and full of pride. But a man that walks in a room from the secret place walks in that room and says nothing, but the atmosphere changes. A man that walks from the secret place and goes in a room knows that he doesn't have to fight the battle, because the battle isn't his. It belongs to God. Oh God, when you come from the secret place, you recognize that though the weapons form, they cannot prosper, because I have a connection with the extraordinary God. But above all else, when you connect in that secret place, you recognize that there is greatness inside of you. And so all you have struggled over the course of your year is to be good every now and again. Every now and again you've been good at something. You've been better than your peers. But God is saying, if you abide in me, I will allow you to step out of the realm of goodness into greatness. Oh, am I at impact? Am I at impact? You will move from the realm of being good, being a little taller than the dwarfs around you, to being the great person you were meant to be. Get in touch with your God. Get in connection with your God. Because when you do that, everything changes. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.